Right, Year 11, just doing some of the questions from today's work, which was 5.2. Now remember, we only had to do the even questions, and I want to have a look at the last three questions, or the last two questions plus an extra. I want to look at questions 21, 22, and 24. And let's have a go at them. So here we go. So question 21. I'm told that f of x equals x squared minus 5x plus 4. And remember, this is the same as writing y equals x squared minus 5x plus 4. I'm just using a notation. And remember, the notation means that whatever you put in, this is what I'm going to do to x. And whatever you put in there, you're going to square it. You're going to subtract 5 times it and add 4. And you can put anything in there you want. You can put a value, or you can put a pronumeral or some other form of, some other equation and put it in there, which is what we're going to do here. So we want to find f of x plus h. So everywhere there's an x, I'm going to put that in. So I'm going to put it in there and in there. And let's see what I get. So f of x plus h equals x plus h squared minus 5x plus h plus 4. That's pretty easy. I'll expand it. I'll get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus, now be careful here, I'm doing this expansion, it's minus 5x minus 5h plus 4. So I found f of x plus h just by putting x plus h everywhere there was an x. But the question asked me, what is f of x plus h minus f of x? Well, I've got f of x plus h, and they've already given me f of x, so I'm just going to do this subtraction. So I get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 5x minus 5h plus 4. And then I have to subtract f of x. Now I've got to be careful here. I'm going to put f of x in brackets so that I keep the signs, or get the signs right. And f of x is x squared minus 5x plus 4. So now, when I pull the parentheses away, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 5x minus 5h plus 4. And when I get this bit here, these will come out and I'll have minus x squared minus 5x plus 5x and minus 4. Now watch what happens. X squared minus x squared, that goes. Minus 5x plus 5x. 4 and minus 4, which leaves me with 2xh plus h squared minus 5h. And I look, and that's correct. That's it, simplified and done. So now, when you have a look at question 22, you need to do the same thing, but you've got this h on the bottom. Yes? So you're going to do exactly the same. Why don't you have a go at it before you have a look at the solution? I'm going to do question 22 now. So f of x equals 2x squared plus x. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find f of x plus h, which means I'm going to put x plus h everywhere there's an x. So f of x plus h equals 2x plus h all squared plus x plus h. And that'll give me 2. Well, I'll just do this x plus h all squared, and I've done that above, so I already know what it is. X squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus x plus h. I don't need the brackets there, but I'm going to keep them there until I expand this one. I'm going to multiply everything in this set of parentheses by 2, which is really easy. So 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared plus x plus h. Now all the parentheses are gone, and that's what f of x plus h is. But what I've got to do is I've got to find f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Well, here we go. I've already got this bit. I'm going to run out of room. Let's see if I can get some extra bits here. I might actually bring it down here because I'm going to need lots of room to write this out. So f of x plus h is 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared plus x plus h minus, now I'm going to put f of x in brackets because I've got this minus and it's going to play with a sign, 2x squared plus x. And I've got it all over h. So now I'll expand that bracket or parentheses and I'll get minus 2x squared minus x, and it's all over h. Now again, watch what happens. 2x squared minus 2x squared plus x minus x. They cancel. They don't cancel, but they wipe each other out. So what have I got? 4xh plus 2h squared plus h all over h. Well, smart people could cancel that straight away, but I'm going to factorise the h on top. I'm going to get 4x plus 2h plus, oh, please be careful here, don't leave it as 0. If you take the h out of that bit, you're left with 1. Don't say it's 0. Please don't do that. And now, because it's multiplied top and bottom, I can cancel that h. And what am I left with? Very easy. 4x plus 2h plus 1. And I'll look at Margaret in the answers and I'm correct. Which now only leaves me question 24. Now, question 24 is very easy. Now I've got to find f of k squared. Now I know any number squared will be greater than 0 or equal if it's 0. So when I look at this step equation up here, for x greater than 0, I've got to use 3x plus 5. So all I'm going to do is go, okay, I'm going to put, this is what I'm going to put it into, and I'm just going to put k squared everywhere there's an x. Well, there's only one spot. So f of k squared is 3, put the k squared where the x is, plus 5. And that's it. Done. I mean, it's so simple. It's just testing your knowledge of, well, what one do I sub it into? And knowing this bit, that k squared will be a positive number, no matter what you do, right? Unless you're dealing with imaginary numbers, but you're not yet. K squared will be a positive number, so you put it into the 3x plus 5. And you just put the k squared there. I hope you're able to do these. I hope if you use this that it helped, and I'll see you in class.